As if Kevin Federline and Jamie Lynn Spears couldn't prove that they were human garbage more. Well, they just did. And Britney has even chimed in herself. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I hate seemingly promoting this book because I don't at all. Kevin's publisher refused to send us the book. Why? I guess because they're afraid of someone actually fact checking it before people can buy it. That's my guess. But the thing that he said could be 10 times worse is proving to be pretty bad in itself, with accusations that Kevin is hurling at Britney that are just so disturbing. And I just don't believe it all. And why would you share this all for profit if it's your kid's mother? This is how you want to help her? It's just shocking. I don't believe it. But even if it were true, disgusting, the worst type of person in the world. And no wonder she's, has some issues, because all these people use and abuse her still to this day, all for profit. And now look who chimes in herself. I mean, I don't know if she approved. I assume she had to have. But Kevin Federline apparently in the book shares 2 alleged text messages. He basically leaks 2 of Jamie Lynn's messages that pump up and gas up K-Fed and his wife. That were written about Britney Spears. I want to share these 2 because I was just floored by this. So Jamie Lynn contacted, K-Fed's wife about Britney, lashing out at the former couple's 2 sons, Jaden and Sean, on social media, according to Federline's book. Excuse me. Honestly, this makes me want. This is Jamie Lynn writing. Honestly, this makes me want to cry because I feel for those boys so much. I'm her little sister by 10 years, and I can't imagine what her actual children must feel like at times. But I am familiar with the feeling of being a dinghy, trying to survive in a wave caused by another ship, feeling you have to rescue yourself. I always wanted her to get better, especially for the boys. So here again, Jamie Lynn, once again, the eternal victim. Jamie Lynn admitted that she had started to resent Britney for how she treated Preston and Jaden, and also said that the toxic singer was incapable of taking accountability. Oh my God. I'm still trying to come to terms with how she could be so unaware of anything outside of herself, she continued. I spent my whole life based around what was best for Britney. Exactly. What was best for Britney or best for you, Jamie Lynn? And I never wanted to step on any toes as the little sister. Oh, geez, great. So I quietly built my own life and career. Quietly. I tried to be supportive, but in a way that was healthy for my own well-being. Is that how you call it? God. Also, can we just pause? Isn't this the ugliest book cover you've ever seen? It's like a face tat on him. I mean, it's fitting for him. You thought you knew. The hair down. I mean, yuck. And looking at the interview, this is clearly a younger photo because he clearly has had some work done. Kevin, you've had some work done. Federline shares that Jamie Lynn later brought Jaden a piano as a Christmas gift, which led her to reach out. So apparently Jamie Lynn hasn't been in touch with these kids either, and then bribes them with a piano, and then that gets a thank you. Jaden sent me the sweetest message about getting his piano, and it made my heart so happy to hear him so happy. I've said it so many times, but it's worth repeating. I'm so thankful the boys have had y'all to raise them to be well-mannered, appreciative, and kind boys. Any parent who's actually raised their children knows that raising kids is the toughest job on earth, and you both are raising those boys and their siblings while also having to constantly protect and shield them from so much chaos that no one would ever understand unless they lived through it. She supposedly also said, there's not enough money or material things in the world for Preston and Jaden to be able to repay their dad and stepmom for caring for them when Britney couldn't be bothered. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I just want to... And I'm sure my sister has never thanked y'all for raising her children and still being beyond gracious to allow her so many chances to take part in their lives. How generous you were, K-Fed, to take those boys and leave her in a conservatorship where she was drugged and medicated and dangled of, if you want to see your kids, keep taking the meds, keep working for us, keep going on tour. Oh, you were so great. You were there when y'all had more than enough reasons to validate cutting it off. Oh yeah, I think they wanted the money, and if Britney wasn't making money, you guys wouldn't all made as much money. So I wanted y'all to know how much you are appreciated and supported by those of us who love those boys. Oh, I mean, look, Britney, I love Britney. I'm always here to defend Britney, but it's like people who are mean and wonder why Britney might have some trust issues and issues in general. Welcome to the reasons why. This is her family. Her entire family has used, abused, criticized them while also accepting all of the gifts that come with it. Jamie Lynn and your husband, come on. You have too. You want us to just forget all about all that stuff. There's so much shady stuff, along with Lou Taylor, also sneakily involved in Diddy's shenanigans. What about that, Jamie Lynn? Oh, but she's normal, right? Robin Greenhill was literally at the trial for Diddy, like helping cover up all this stuff, allegedly. And so to see these two now team up, it makes me like sick inside. It makes me truly sick inside. So now, Jamie Lynn, her book's in the Dollar Tree bin, just so you all know. That's what happened to Jamie Lynn's book. But I still can't believe she's stepping back in to pile on. Now, she's doing it through old text messages. And if he leaked these without your permission, then you should call him out. You should call him out and blast him. That's what a sister would do. Whether you like your sister or not, sisters don't do this to you. They don't. They don't do this. It's crazy. And what's so wild, and apparently Grok confirmed this, but check out yourself. Kevin Fairline's wife was arrested for yep and brought a yep on a school premises, but Britney's the one we need to worry about. Aha, got it. Now, I guess this was dismissed at one point, but I love when TMZ reports about crazy. She's kind of a bad, like what? God, they're the worst. They're the worst. She's arrested, disturbing the peace, ASSA. Yep. She pled not guilty and the case was eventually dismissed. But in her high school days, she allegedly waged a terror campaign against 3 kids at her high school. They filed a temporary restraining order, but the judge rejected it, telling the school to deal with it. Lovely. And then there was more. She was charged with possession of a dangerous weapon on school premises, possession of alcohol by a minor. The docs were destroyed. So we don't know how it all turned out. Interesting how now K-Fed's ex-wife's docs are just destroyed. And she's now labeled a badass by TMZ. It was a stun gun for protection because she had to walk to her car late and, she didn't mention any of the other stuff, but, she's cool. It was all just a misunderstanding with her. Just like when Jamie Lynn had a knife at the Subway shop and was like trying to get somebody and with a literal knife in her hand, jumping over counters at a sandwich shop. But Britney's the problem. All right, well, now what does the queen herself say? Britney, thank goodness you got out there, and I just hate that she has to go through this. She's just living her life now, moving on, and these people just have to keep chipping at her, trying to profit off of her. Like, I thought this was your book, K-Fed. It sounds like it's all a Britney book, not your book. The constant gaslighting from my ex-husband is extremely hurtful and exhausting. I've always pleaded and screamed to have a life with my boys. I 100% believe that. 1,000% believe that. Relationships with teenage boys is complex. Amen. I felt demoralized by the situation. I've always asked and almost begged for them to be a part of my life. Sadly, they have always witnessed the lack of respect shown by my own father for me. They need to take responsibility for themselves. With one son only seeing me for 45 minutes in the past 5 years, and the other with only 4 visits in the past 5 years, I have pride too. From now on, I will let them know when I am available. Trust me, those white lies in that book, they are going straight to the bank, and I'm the only one who genuinely gets hurt here. I will always love them, and if you really know me, you won't pay attention to the tabloids of my mental health and drinking. I am actually a pretty intelligent woman who has been trying to live a sacred and private life in the past 5 years. That's true. She has. She's not there. Even the book she wrote was pretty tame to K-Fed. It shouldn't have been. I speak on this because I have had enough, and any real woman would do the same. She followed up. It's a little longer. You can go pause and read this because it's a lot, but yeah, look, she's hurt. She's clearly hurt. Yeah, look, I don't know what's going on with Britney, but it's not my business. It's none of anyone's business either. Let her live her life. She's been chained to this conservatorship, this family, to whatever they thought was best for her, whatever Jamie Lynn thought was best, whatever K-Fed thought was best. And I'm sorry, I don't just trust K-Fed as the arbitrator and his wife as they're the better people just cause what? No, it's absolutely absurd. This is the mother of your freaking children. Get her. If she really needs help, then help her get help. However that needs to happen. And you sure as hell don't leak text messages from her sister, vilifying her and all this other stuff, putting even more out there things. This is disgusting. This is disgusting what K-Fed's doing to try to sell 1 million books in his own words. So no, we here at Popcorn Planet cannot endorse this. And the only reason I'm talking about it is to try to get you guys to not talk about it, to not go out there and be curious and get this book. Wait, I promise you. Just wait a little bit. It'll also be on the Dollar Tree Rock. I promise you. This book has a very short shelf life, and it's only going to survive by a lot of the salacious people who want to read all this stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm begging you. For Britney's sake, don't do it. She's even worried that it's going to sell 1 million books. She really thinks this. No, Britney. No, it'll sell a little bit because people suck. But I know his book will sell loads more than mine. No, come on. No, it will not. No, it will not, girl. In fact, I urge you all to go buy Britney's book this weekend instead of his. That would really be a good way to show it. And also, I'm going to say this. Stay tuned. You are not going to miss this. Hit that bell for all alerts. I'm telling you guys, we got something coming regarding this topic. It's going to be a big story. We're going to get to some information that hasn't been out there really before. And I'm excited if this all goes through next week, which I hope it will. So stay tuned. Hit the subscribe. Britney, we love you. We got your back. K-Fed, suck on this. You're the worst. Literal human garbage. How dare you treat your kid's mom this way?